The 2-1 grounded up the middle and into center field for a base hit. So Waddell's aboard. That, of course, is Goldberg digs in, rips this one quickly to third, and booted by the third baseman. And the 2-2. He check his swing, did not. First punch out.
Up a little bit from the standard he had set earlier on.
Well, that one escapes. Scheffler coming home to score is Waddell. And the pitch low and away, and Georgia Tech on the board here in the first inning. Runners will get a head start on the full count pitch. Grounded to second. There's Farquhar over to first. 1-0 our score on a hit. That run unearned for the Jackets. This is why we love baseball. Bring it. Couldn't catch up to it at 95. 1 up, 1 down for the Tigers.
Former Yankee draft picks here squaring off. Oh, hey now.
Pull the string. And the second punch out.
With the Georgia Bulldogs this weekend.
This one sent into right field. Finds a hole for a base knock. Jackson Webb's aboard, and for the second consecutive inning, the leadoff man reaches for the Yellow Jackets. Don't know just yet. That's okay. It's early in the season. That one bounced up there, advancing to second. A wild pitch will be Jackson Webb.
Up on Friday night, and you talk about a big-time arm.
Infield in. That one through the hole for a base hit. Webb crosses home plate. It's 2-0 Georgia Tech. Lead this game off. 2-0 Yellow Jackets. Curveball ripped to the hot corner. Over to second in time for one to first for the double play. And right now, Zach Maxwell dealing. That continues his third strikeout of the night. Tigers in search of their first base runner. They'll get it here. Howell's aboard. First walk issued.
Get on base a ton, and Woley's going to be there to knock him in.
Upstairs for ball 4. So 2 walks in the frame now for Zach Maxwell, and Auburn in business.
Command that body on a pitch-by-pitch basis.
12 pitches in the first frame, 23 so far in the second, and just like that, the bases are loaded.
Bail him out as much of a struggle as it's been here.
2-1 our score. 4 consecutive walks. Top of the order coming up for the Tigers, and all the activity coming courtesy of the free pass. Swing and a miss. He'll get the force out at home.
And so I'm going to call a Bruce Pearl Auburn Tiger repeat in Nashville.
A lot of people around these parts would be quite pleased. Goldberg slams that one into left field.
Because it is a 3-point fest. And so, you know, they start a lot of games 2 for 12 from behind the arc. And
2-2 on the way from Fitz. Off speed, and that hit him right in the back. Bases are loaded for Georgia Tech.
Hungry to get back to that same opportunity.
0-2, down he goes. First strikeout for Fitz.
There's been an issue here for him early on.
And this is hit to straightaway center. Retreating is Kaysen Howell. That should be deep enough to plate Goldberg. And the throw comes over to shortstop to make it 3-1 Georgia Tech. Payoff pitch on the way. Inside for ball 4. And the 1-2. Got him.
Comes up with some huge moments for them down the stretch. Nothing bigger than that one.
And leadoff man aboard for Auburn. Out. Runner goes. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second, and Bliss slides in safely.
You know?
Good call, Butch. And another walk issued
by the college game.
Full count, upstairs, bases loaded, full of Tigers as Scheffler trots down to first.
Again, this thing here, one swing of the bat.
How? Did that hit him? It did not. It gets all the way to the backstop. Runners advance, make it 3-2 as Bliss scores. Postseason play. This one line to center, and there to make the grab there easily is Colin Hall. The 2-2, outer half, knee high, called strike 3, and down goes Jake Holland. Spurt in the early going from the SEC. This one served into no man's land. That's going to fall for a base hit. Big turnaround first and retreating quickly.
Cheers Club.
Judd Ward now 1 for 3, his first hit of the night, the second of the game for Auburn. And the Tigers with runners at first and second. Kind of an interesting subplot in how all of that unfolded. This one hit to deep left. Retreating back is Goldberg to retire the side.
Some of these high school programs have taken the commitment level to play for some of these high school. It also played for Coach Dye.
Big hurt, and that ball was plastered deep into right and gone. A home run, and the Jackets strike again, 4-2. There it is.
That ball is smoked.
And this one laced into center field. So back-to-back hits for Georgia Tech. Payoff pitch, runner goes. And this one golfed out to right field. That'll stay in fair territory for Brody Moore. In search of his first hit. And he'll get it. Deposited down the left field line. Big turnaround first. Howe digging for second. Here comes the throw, not in time. And a 2-out double for Kason Howe. Glance back to second, and there it is.
Eternal clock to know that that's the only way he could have gotten that out.
Holland retired quickly.
Yes, sir.
That went through the hole for a base hit and a good start for Auburn. As Waddell's aboard. Check that.
I got a couple buddies at Texas A&M that are good buddies. Last year as a freshman, you know, and the hitters and especially the pitchers we saw. I mean, we're hitting well. We got a good approach.
That one gobbled up at third by Webb across the way. And that'll be in time. Tanner, we appreciate the time. Best of luck Friday night. What a matchup that's going to be against the Aggies.
I appreciate. Can you go 2-7? I know that sounds crazy for the standard that is South Carolina baseball, but can you go 2-7? That's not the standard that South Carolina baseball is built on or used to. So it'll be interesting this year to see if they're able to bounce back out.
And this one, a charge to deep left. Going back is Ward. That one will carry him off the wall. Rounding third, coming home is Colin Hall. That'll score one. And a double off the bat of Radcliffe, who's having himself quite an evening. And this one chopped to first. Davis corrals it quickly. And a potential run down near second. Radcliffe unable to get back to the bag. Boy, tough way to end the top of the seventh.
As tall as your normal pitcher maybe in this conference would be. And there you go, that fastball up. It looks like it's going to end up at the belt. It stays up around the letters. I did envy some of the options that some of these kids get to take these days. Yeah, I think especially on the pitching side of things, I mean, you look at things that maybe the eyes would tell you don't make sense.
How about that frame for Mason Barnett? Impressive indeed.
Guys, they just no fear to throw the ball in the zone.
Boy, he swung at that high pitch right to Jackson again. 1, 2, 3, go the Tigers. High and tight. And that's going to put Waddell on first. Did he offer? He did. His third strikeout of the season right there. The hotbeds, the Peach State prospects. That one gets by Scheffler again. He'll throw down the mask. And advancing to third is Waddell.
It was his team already down 3.
Yeah, fly ball here will make it 6-2. That one hit to right. Moore has it, but deep enough. Plate to run. So Waddell scores on the sacrifice fly.
They'll sometimes build up a kid. You see him, he's maybe not quite as good as advertised. This young man is special.
1-2. Check that. Struck him out. This one on a hop. There's Jackson. In plenty of time, and that'll do it. The Jackets on the road.